everyone. My name is Justin Whitehair, and I'm going to be your host today as we cover this travel agent informational meeting. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. So just to kind of give you a little background about myself, I come from 10 plus years in the hospitality management and consulting industry. I've worked with brands such as Choice Hotels, Hilton, IHG, Marriott, and even Wyndham. I'm also a former national delegate for Choice Hotels Owners Council. This meant that I actually worked with their corporate office and ownership groups to develop and implement new brand strategies for the different brands, along with their training outline for team members. I used to be the vice chair of our local Convention and Visitors Bureau, president of the Hospitality Association, and then just like you're interested in me coming, I'm a travel agent myself. I'm a mentor, I'm a presenter, I'm a senior trainer, and I'm a team lead. I've been doing this going on about 2 years now. Absolutely love it. Would not trade this for the world. So we always talk about, right, whenever you book travel, they send you a confirmation number. You get a confirmation number from whatever booking engine that you use to book that trip with. Well, as travel agents, we also get that confirmation number, but we also get a commission check, and everybody loves making money. That's what we do, right? We get the commission checks from those vendors. So what we'll be covering today is how to be a travel agent in today's market and enjoy the perks while working remote from anywhere. You can literally do this in an RV, outside the United States, inside the United States. As long as you have internet access, you should be able to do this from your computer or even your smartphone. And also how to obtain your travel agent certification. This may be right for you if you're interested in what the travel industry has to offer. You want to enjoy life more and start traveling. Maybe you want to take advantage of the perks of being an agent because there's tons and tons of perks that we get. You could be tired of not making enough and want to supplement your income. Maybe you want a business or a side business for yourself. You could already be a travel agent. You're just looking for a better option, or you want to work from anywhere in the world. Me being from Kentucky, it gets cold during the winter. I know it's not as cold as it gets sometimes up north, but it gets cold. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity, allowing me to actually go spend my winters down in Florida. I'm very grateful that I can do this on the road, and I absolutely love being able to travel with my family, spending more time with them and kind of sightseeing. We work with two companies. We work with Archer Travel Group and Evolution Travel. I'm going to go into a little bit about each one, but I'm going to start with Archer. So Archer Travel has been family owned and operated since 1952. They're ultimately a travel agency with all the proper credentials for you to be confident to book travel for all your friends, family, associates, and new clients. They've also had an A+ Better Business Bureau rating since 2012 and are affiliated with these organizations. So you have ASTA, NACTA, OSSN, ARC, IATIN, and CLIA. And we are really excited that we actually just became a platinum travel agency with CLIA. CLIA makes up 95% of the world's cruise lines. This is a major thing for our organization, our company, to be a part of such an amazing organization out there that makes up 95% of the cruise line industry. This also means that Ron Archer, which is the son of the founders of Archer Travel, now have a seat on the board of directors. Now he actually has some influence on how the CLIA operates and moves forward. It's great that we have such involvement with such an amazing organization. If you ever get a chance, their corporate office for Archer Travel is located in Las Crescentas, California. If you ever get a chance to visit that office, their wall is lined with tons and tons of awards that they have won over the years. These are just a few of them. They also have an office in Las Vegas. They also have a remote office in Mexico and Australia. So like I said, we are internationally and we can travel just about anywhere, which is amazing. So let's talk about what makes up the travel industry. A lot of people, when they look at these pictures here, they're thinking those family vacations, right? You're thinking once or twice a year, you save up all that hard-earned money and you go on a vacation once or twice a year. Well, that's a small portion of what really makes up the travel and tourism industry. It's actually a $14 trillion industry. And as of January through June of 2022, Archer Travel has sold over $63 million in travel sales. So people are absolutely traveling. They're getting on the road again. They're taking those family vacations. But in addition to that leisure market a lot of people think about, we also have what's known as your business travelers, your corporate travel, right? Your convention, on-the-fly business meetings, company trips and events, network marketing events. whatever it may be that you're able to travel for those meetings. I can tell you, coming from the hospitality background, managing hotels most of my life, those hotels, we were not in a destination market. I was not on the beach in Florida, unfortunately. I was not in the mountains in the Smoky Mountains, right? I was in a heavily manufacturing area. And that's what made up probably about 70 to 80% of our occupancy of the hotel through the week was our business travelers. Now, if we did not have those business travelers through the week, what we relied on is our sports travel, right? Your youth AAU tournaments, cheerleading tournaments, esports, maybe band or choir, FFA. You've probably, whether it's yourself or whether it's a child, you've probably traveled to some sort of extracurricular activity outside of school to support your family member. And that's another thing that we as travel agents were able to cater to. We're able to book these packages for people. You're also able to book religious travel. It doesn't really matter on what faith or religious background you come from. You can go out to your local community, talk to these churches and be like, hey guys, I'm a travel agent. I can book some of these mission trips for you to the Holy Land, maybe to Israel, Jordan, Egypt, Africa, or Italy. I can book these group cruises. That was actually my first experience. My parents ever experienced on a cruise was with a church group, and they went through a travel agency. So this is just another niche that you can get into as a travel agent. Then one of my favorites is wedding travel, right? You have so many moving parts of the wedding travel, and you want to ultimately create an amazing experience for these people that they will remember forever. So it could be a bachelor, bachelorette party arrangements, maybe a wedding destination or a cruise, could be international wedding arrangements. Of course, you've got all those wedding guests that you're helping plan for, your honeymoon travel, and then guess what? If you did a stellar job of planning an amazing package for that wedding, they're going to probably come back to you a year later when they have that anniversary trip, especially that 1 year anniversary. It's a pretty big deal. So what can you sell? Everybody always asks me, what can a travel agent sell? Well, we can sell just about anything you can think of, from cruises, theme parks, car rentals, resorts, flights, sporting events, hotels, concerts, excursions. Always like to tell people we're a one-stop shop for our clients' needs. We can cater to their booking process from their travel needs from start to finish. And I don't think of us as travel agents that we sell cruises, that we sell these car rentals. What I look at it as is we sell an experience, right? What happens when people start trying to plan a family vacation, especially if you got multiple families, maybe flying in from different destinations? It can be overwhelming. And now you're stressing on something that's supposed to be enjoyable. You're supposed to be out there enjoying what you're wanting to do this vacation for. That's what a travel agent can do, right? They can take on those stresses so you can actually just go out there and experience it, have those amazing experiences to look back on and have those memories that will last a lifetime. So how the travel agency works with our commissions. Our host agency pays out the highest commissions in the industry. They actually pay out 90% commissions. How this works is you as the booking agent, you do the bulk of the booking, you should get the bulk of the work, right? Makes sense. You get 80% of those commissions. Then your mentor that's kind of help guide you through the process, just like if you were at a job and you had a trainer or a supervisor that helps show you the way, or maybe it's a hobby that you're learning and you have a mentor or a coach to help lead you through that process. That's what your mentor is going to be there for, right? They're going to be there to help guide you through the process and really help set you up for success. So let's kind of talk about how that breaks down on a real example here. So this is an example of if you were to sell a group cruise on Royal Caribbean. It says Royal Caribbean Cruise Line sells 7-day cruises for an average of $3,000 double occupancy, 2 people per cabin. They pay out 16% commissions, so that's roughly $480 per cabin. Now, as an example, we're doing this as a group cruise. So let's say that you sell 16 cabins. That is $7,600 in gross commissions. You as the booking agent, you're going to get 80% of those commissions. That's a little over $6,000. I don't know about you, but that's a lot more than a lot of people make within a month, sometimes even 2 months. And this is something you can do typically within a week, maybe 2 weeks worth of work. Not too bad of a commission check, and not including the other bookings that you're doing at the exact same time. Then what's going to happen is for every 16 cabins you sell, Royal Caribbean is going to give a free cabin to you as a thank you. Now, you do have a few options with this free cabin. One option is you can actually go on a future cruise and just enjoy the perks of being an agent, right? We talked about all the perks that we get as agents. you can enjoy the free cruise. Now, I do want to put a caveat. Anytime I talk about free, unfortunately, we do still have to pay Uncle Sam. If it's a cruise related, you still have to pay those port fees and the taxes as well. So you'd still have to be responsible for that. But the cruise fare itself is free. Another option that you can do is you can actually go on the same cruise with your group, with your party. Now, guess what? You're there to help go through every little process. If there's any last minute hiccups, you're there as a personal concierge to your group to really set yourself apart as a travel agent. Another option that you can do, which a lot of us actually do, is you can gift that cabin back to the party. Think about it. You just made a little over $6,000 in a booking that took you maybe a few days, maybe a week or two to do. Why not gift it back to the party? Think in the future, all 16 of those cabins, double occupancy, what's going to happen, right? They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I remember last time I booked with Justin, he hooked us up and gave us a free cabin as well for booking with him. Why wouldn't I go back to him and work with him after making an amazing experience for us? So what do you get? You get access to a full back office website to track all of your commissions and to gain access to all the resources. You get an exclusive training site, your own travel website, your Archer certification certifying you as a travel agent, access to the wholesale pricing, and direct access to our vendors and suppliers. So let's kind of talk about some of those vendors and suppliers. So Archer Travel has over 133 preferred vendors to work with. And in the 70 years they've been in business, they've not lost a relationship with any vendor. That's definitely saying something to the credibility with Archer Travel. These are some of the few major vendors that you might notice. Obviously, I can't list all 133 on this one slide, but this just gives you some of the bigger names. You have places like Disney, Hilton, Sandals, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Apple Vacations, can be just a little bit of everything here. Then we also have access to wholesale pricing. So let's say that you are out there, you're working with you're trying to find a trip, right? You're planning your next vacation. And so what do? You go to the hotel's website direct and you find, and going off this example, we're looking at the Residence Inn Miami Beach Surfside. It's a studio 1 king sofa bed, checking in June the 4th, checking out June the 8th. The Hotel Direct website is $768.12. So at this point, what do you do, right? You go to a third-party website. You go to Expedia, go to Orbitz, Travelocity, whatever it may be. You go to a third-party website. You're trying to find the best deal you can get. So what do? You find $722.94 on Expedia. Now, you think to yourself, heck, I just saved a little over 40 bucks, give or take. That's not too bad. I did pretty good. I don't need no travel agent. They can't do anything better. But you remember I'm a travel agent, so you reach out to me. You're like, Justin, I'm going to give you a chance, but I don't think you can beat it. I've already done my research. So what do? I go to my wholesale vendor and see what I can find it for. And I can find that exact same accommodation for $381.26. That's saving you nearly $400. That's a massive savings, okay? Now, with wholesale pricing does not pay out commissions. Kind of like an outlet mall. You're already getting heavily discounted, so they're not going to be paying out commissions on top of that discount. What would happen here is where we would actually go in and we would charge what we call a service fee. So as an example, instead of me telling a client that I can book this accommodation for $381.26, what I might do is I might tell the client I can book this for $500. Now, if you were my client and I'm still saving you the difference of $722.94 and $500, you're still going to book this with me, right? You can't book this that cheap on your own. Why would you not? You're saving money. Then what I'm doing is I'm charging a service fee of the difference between $500 and $381.26. So basically $120. So in a matter of maybe a few minutes, maybe an hour or so, going back and forth with the client, I just made $120 on this one booking. And that's just one example of how wholesale pricing works. So hopefully everybody understands. Typically from our vendors, we get the commission payouts and we get 80% of whatever that commission payout is typically. Wholesale pricing is a little bit different because we don't get commissions. So we would actually charge a service fee for these bookings, but they are already heavily discounted items. These are items that you can actually book on your own as well. So let's say that you want to personally take this trip as a travel agent. Guess what? You just saved almost $400 on this one booking. You might not get commission payout, but you're saving that commission payout right here, right? You're saving almost $400. Now let's talk about some more perks and rewards that we get as travel agents. you actually have the ability to earn a free cruise. That's right, you do still have to pay your port fees and the taxes. This is with our preferred vendor, Princess Cruises. Princess Cruises has a training program that once you actually go through the training program, complete all the steps, they will actually give you a free 3-day to a 30-day cruise. You just had to pay those port fees and the taxes. Now, this is a great example of how our vendors like to work with us because they ultimately know if you haven't went on a cruise before, or even if you have, and you go through all their training, you learn about what they have to offer, then you get to go out there and firsthand experience what they have to offer. When a client reaches out to you asking about a cruise, you're probably going to refer them back to something you have personal experience with. And that's what Princess Cruises does, and that's why they do it that way. Now, with that being said, you do not have to do their training to be able to book with them. But of course, that training does help provide you great insight into what Princess has to offer and better prepare you for your clients. You also have the ability to earn free theme park tickets after completing training. This is with our preferred vendor, Disney. Disney will actually give you free hopper passes once you complete the training. Again, you still have to pay the taxes. In addition to these hopper passes, they also have discounts on their cruise line and their Hawaii resort as well. Now, in addition to that, you also have the ability to earn cash and merchandise. This is with a lot of different vendors, right? We actually have a lot of vendors that will have pop-up trainings where you jump on, learn about what they have to offer, just kind of be an attendance, and they'll either raffle off gift cards, merchandise throughout the training, or sometimes they've been known to even send out gift cards to anybody that showed up in the mail a few days later on. So not too bad for additional training that just helps you better prepare yourself for your clients. You can also earn points toward rewards nights and gift cards. This is with just different vendors, right? So as an example, whenever you stay at a Marriott property, you earn points if you're a Marriott Rewards member. You earn points that you can redeem for future hotel stays. Same thing, when I book travel with Marriott, I can earn points as well that I can redeem for future stays. You also have the ability to participate in what's known as FAM or familiarization trips. These are, again, where you get to go out firsthand experience what a destination has to offer. I'll give you an example. We had some agents a while back went on a sandals fam trip down to Jamaica. They stayed at 3 different sandals resorts while down there for about a week. They did have to pay for their airfare to and from, but their hotel accommodations, their food, most of their drinks, and some of the excursions were all covered, were all included. So this is a great way to be able to travel. I guess if I had to sit through some seminars to learn about what destinations has to offer, if I'm on the beach in Jamaica, I cannot complain too much, right? You also have the ability for additional travel agent discounts for hotels, theme parks, and car rentals. We'll talk about this IATIN card in just a second. The travel agent discounts, though, we talked about the wholesale pricing website. There's tons and tons of different vendors in different areas that we can actually gain access to those wholesale prices to save money. And you're able to do that at any time as a travel agent. You also have the ability to earn this IATIN card. This IATIN card can save you. There's much more as well. This IATIN card can save you over it's once you earn this after booking 5,000 in paid out travel commissions. You can save up to 30% at over 100,000 hotels worldwide, as well up to 10% off select gift cards and 50% savings on merchandise. They also have access to special offers for flights, hotel, car rentals, sightseeing, ground transportation, familiarization trips that we just talked about, and IATIN training courses. Also, up to an additional 180,000 worldwide hotel properties with attractive rates have been added to the portfolio for travel professionals. Again, this IATIN card you earn after booking 5,000 in paid out commissions. If you think back to that one group cruise example with Royal Caribbean, that one cruise you would have earned over $6,000 in paid out commissions. Guess what? You would have just earned this IATIN card. How do I know I can do this? This is a question I get asked all the time. We have daily live new agent orientation. We have daily live Q&A travel booking trainings, daily live consistency workshops, weekly live travel agent marketing training, travel booking training from A to Z, travel agent academy, travel agent at home emails, plus a monthly magazine for those that still like paper copies, team meetings, and of course, one-on-one training with your mentor as well. I always like to tell people we have a lot of resources here available to you. However, just like the old saying, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I can give somebody the tools and the resources to be successful, but I can't make them actually take advantage of them and utilize them. That's where I see most agents struggle with this. So be sure whenever you join and you become an agent that you actually take advantage of these resources to be as successful as possible. Another question I get asked is, how do I know I can gain clients? Well, we all know the average social media user logs in every day. How many times a day do you log into your preferred social media platform? On average, it's at least 10 times per day. Every second, over 16 people use social media for the first time. In 2017, there was almost 2.5 billion people on social media. And at the start of 2022, there's almost 4.5 billion, which is more than half the world's population. So more than half the world's population is on social media. This is a great avenue to market your business. However, with that being said, is that the only way? Absolutely not. There's tons of other avenues that you can utilize to market your business. If you think back to when I kind of introduced myself and told you a little bit about my background, think I served on the tourism board. I used to work with the Hospitality Association. I used to go to farmers market events. I go to the Chamber of Business after hours. I'm constantly involved in my community because what I want is whenever somebody starts thinking of a trip, whether it's work related or leisure, I want them to automatically think, oh, guess what? I remember Justin's a travel agent. I've never used a travel agent before, maybe, but let me give him a try. Let me see what I can do. I know him. I met him the other night at Chamber Business after hours, and he seemed like a great guy. So we're going to see what we can do. So that's one avenue that you can market, but there's a lot of different ways. So we're about taking your beginning travel agent or a seasoned travel agent and simply giving them a path to success. Just kind of recap what we've covered so far. We are a full travel agency. You get your website with maintenance and updates, your travel agent certification, access to the vendors and suppliers, the ability to earn that I-attend card, travel booking training, marketing training, exclusive training website, the access to the fam trips and the perks, live small group coaching, and of course, live one-on-one coaching as well. So we got a lot of resources here. I always like to ask people here, if you were to start up your own travel agency and did not have the backing of a company like Archer that's been in the business for over 70 years, how much of an investment do you think it would cost? And most people here usually answer several thousands, maybe a couple of thousand. I have usually pretty broad answers on this because you got to think about it, right? You have to get your insurance, your certification, register with all the vendors and suppliers, build out your website, your hosting and maintenance. It's a lot of to-dos that you have to do to be able to actually build up your own business from the ground up. So when you start with our company, typically it's $300 to join, and then it's $69.95 a month to be an agent. So when you start, it's normally $369.95. However, with that being said, there is a limited time special promotion going on right now. It's not $369.95. It's only $69.95. With that being said, there is a 10-day money back guarantee. You can also cancel at any time. There's no cancellation fee. And that $69.95 covers everything. So there's no additional cost for any of this. It's all included. So that training for Princess Cruises to earn that free cruise is included in this. The training for Disney to get those hopper passes is included. All the training, all the resources, your website hosting and maintenance is all included within that monthly $69.95 that we pay. Not too bad considering I used to spend over $70 a month on fuel driving to and from a property that I manage, a hotel at, and working countless hours, always working there. I was never able to travel because I was always working so much. So definitely not too bad for all the resources you get here. Now, with that being said, I like to be fully transparent, and I like to share every opportunity that you have to earn money or a stream of income with this opportunity. So with that being said, this next part I'm about to talk about is completely optional. It's not required to do. I typically want to make sure everybody's paying attention. So if you're paying attention, please make sure you write down in your pen and paper that you're taking notes that what I'm about to cover is completely optional. You do not have to do it. Here's what's going to happen though, right? So let's say that you are one of those people that are marketing your business on social media. And every time that you travel, every time that you take a trip, you're posting about it on social media because you're trying to hype up and talk about what you're doing, right? What's going to end up happening to people that are friends with you on social media or that happen to run across your page? They're typically going to reach out. They're going to be like, what are you doing? How are you traveling all the time? That sounds like amazing. What are you doing? How can I get started? This is where this typically runs in. What we have is an optional mentorship side of the business where you can actually be a mentor to somebody else. Okay. Most companies do not pay out a profit pool. Most companies you work for in the past, you probably got a set hourly or salary wage, and you got that 1 year increase every year that it would increase a little bit. With this opportunity, we talked a lot about Archer to begin with. I'm going to talk a little bit about Evolution now. Evolution actually pays out a profit pool. That means that part of the profit that Evolution makes each month goes into a pool that is provided or given out to agents that participate in this optional mentorship side of the business. So let's kind of talk about that. So how that works out is if you were to mentor 3 people, let's say that you helped 3 people get into the business, 3 people reached out to you and said, hey, Justin, I see that you're always traveling. You never work anymore. What are you doing? I want to do what you do. Let's say that I mentor 3 people, that monthly payout that I'll make from this profit pool, and it's an average because it changes, right? It fluctuates based on the profits that's coming into the business. So that payout's typically $47 to $63 per month. If I mentor 6 people, that payout's between $88 to $120 per month. Guess what? I just eliminated my out-of-pocket business expense to be a travel agent, right? My monthly expense is only $69.95, and I'm making more than that right now. That's not including those commissions I'm making from booking travel as well as this side of the business. If you continue on, 9 people is $124 to $163 per month. If you decide this is something you're really passionate about, that you really love helping other people, and you go into a leadership level, that payout's between $1,000 to $1,200 per month. And there are top tiers platinum, it's $3,700 to $4,300 per month. Again, that's our optional mentorship side of the business. That's our optional residual income side of the business. Okay. You always talk about you have residual bills like a car payment, mortgage, rent, whatever it may be. Why not have a residual income to help offset that? The other side of our business, that's our travel agency. That's our traditional income. That's probably about 80% of agents. That's all I do. All I do is want to book travel, and that's absolutely fine. As a 1099 independent contractor, you will have the freedom to work remotely and the flexibility to set your own schedule. You can do this full-time, part-time, or anytime and from anywhere. We are a community, a support network, and training program of travel professionals that are here designed to help you achieve financial freedom and time freedom using the travel business model. If you're struggling with not making enough at home, not being challenged, or need more time with your family, then we can help. Who is this perfect for? People who love to travel, right? You get amazing travel perks. People who love to help others. If you decide to participate in the mentorship side of the business, you're absolutely helping others live that lifestyle that you love, live the lifestyle that they can only dream of. Part-time or full-time. You can do this either way. It's up to you because you set your own schedule, and we have a lot of live trainings, but we have a lot of recordings as well because we know that not everybody's always able to attend the live trainings. If you want to make money from home as a travel agent with a fully licensed, bonded, and insured agency with a community of supportive travel professionals, then this is right for you. Our goal is to work with positive people who are kind, high-spirited, and willing to learn while also working hard for their success. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not going to make you $1 million overnight, but it can make you a really good income and an amazing lifestyle that people literally dream of, being able to travel and spend more time with their family all the time. A couple more slides here. This is from the Today Show. It's 8 lessons from our older generation. I'm not going to read the whole slide, but this one's not traveling enough. Basically here, the older generation was telling the younger one, travel when you're able to. Don't put it off, right? Everybody puts off travel or always talks about what they're going to do in their retirement years, right? I always talk about 65, I'm going to have all this money saved up. I'm going to be able to travel, spend time with my family. Well, here's how it goes. Unfortunately, we never know what tomorrow's going to hold in store for us. We never know how long we're here for. We never know how our health's going to be as we get older. I can tell you my health is not going to be as good condition at 65 as if I'm in my 30s. So their advice, travel when you're able to. Create those memories, right? Those memories last forever. Create those memories with people that may not be here tomorrow. and take advantage of those opportunities. Another one was not taking enough career chances. Basically, to summarize this one was, if unless there's a very compelling reason to decline something new, try it. Don't be stuck in a box, right? You don't want to live your life with regrets. Don't go through life thinking, what if? What if I had tried this travel agent opportunity? What if I had tried X, Y, and Z? Whatever it may be with your life, please, please, if you take anything from this presentation, please don't live your life with regrets. Always try something new unless there's a very compelling reason to decline something. Just to finally recap, we are a full travel agency. You get your website with maintenance and updates, your travel agent certification, access to those vendors and suppliers, the ability to earn that I attend card, travel booking training, the marketing training, the fam trips and perks, live small group coaching, live one-on-one coaching, the optional mentor or referral program, the full support community. It is $69.95 to sign up today. There is a 10-day money-back guarantee with that. 30 days later and every month after, it is still $69.95. That covers everything though. You can cancel at any time and there is no cancellation fee. Last thing I want to leave you with is you actually have the ability to earn back your initial investment. So the leadership, the platinum leaders in the organization have created what's known as money in your pocket. This is a checklist set up to help set you up for success, right? If you complete this in your first 30 days, the platinum leaders from our pockets, not Archer, not Evolution, will actually pay you back your initial investment. It's ultimately just a checklist created to set you up for success. We want you to be successful with the opportunity. There's also an ability to earn up to an additional $100 in your first 30 days by completing this checklist. Again, the checklist is there. You just got to put forth the effort and work on completing everything on there. So pretty simple on that part. Again, just to wrap up real quick, I appreciate everybody jumping on here with me today. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share this amazing travel agent opportunity that you have in front of you. Absolutely, like I said, I've been doing this for about 2 years. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Have an amazing network, have an amazing team that we work with. Love every single part of it. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in trying, that you're like, hey, let me give it a try. It's a 10-day money back guarantee anyway. Let me see what it has to offer. Go ahead and follow up with the person that sent you this link to this training, okay? They had to reach out to you. They had to send you this link some way. Go ahead and reach out to them. Be like, hey, I just attended the presentation with Justin. He just shared all this amazing opportunity with me, and it sounds like something I want to give this a try. Go ahead and follow up with them. They will help get you started. They'll send you a link to sign up. And then I will see you on some future trainings or future presentations and look forward to welcoming you to the team.